Assalamualaikum. Good day. So we meet again in the next chapter. Yeah, you just finished watching introduction. So let's move on to the next chapter we cover, which is, what is it? Wait, is it? Yeah. It is traditional symmetric key cipher. Yeah. So under cryptography, we actually have okay. Let me start with security goals. I think we should start with security goals first. Yeah. So let me do it here. So what is our security goals? Let's do a revision. So our security goals, yeah. There are 3. Okay. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. So first we are going to do, I'm doing it backward, under confidentiality. So under confidentiality, there are 2 parts. First is symmetric, same key to close, same key to open, and we have asymmetric, asym, different key. One key to open, a different key to close. One close first, one key to close, the other key to open. So first we are going to focus on symmetric, and under symmetric you're going to look at first traditional. So this chapter will be traditional. Later on, we're going to look at modern cryptography. So for the first 2 weeks, the first discussion, it will be introduction and also chapter 3, traditional symmetric key cipher. Yeah? So traditional symmetric key cipher to achieve confidentiality under security goals. Okay, so let's start. So where is figure 3.1? Okay, this is figure 3.1. So it shows the general idea behind symmetric key cipher. So let me show you. Okay. So always in cryptography, there are 3%. Alice A sending to Bob B. Alice and Bob. And there is an intruder. The bad person is Eve. Eve down here. Yet to be introduced. But always Alice and Bob. Okay. So Alice has a plain text, meaning your email, your will, my exam question, there's a plain text, okay, that you want to hide or make it confidentiality to provide so people don't people don't read it, yeah. So how you do it, you encrypt it. So maybe you can imagine like putting it inside a vault or an envelope that nobody can open, for example, right? Unless they have the key. Okay, so you encrypt it with, okay, you put it inside a vault and that vault has a key. So you open the vault, put inside the wheel, and then you close it. So nobody can open it until you die. Okay, so so with that key, yeah, that is generally to show. But actually with that key, if you want to talk about encryption algorithm, so you change the will. So people don't see how many thousand is given to the first daughter, how many thousand is given to the second son. Yeah. So because you don't want your kids to argue. Oh, kau dapat lebih. Oh, you get more. Oh, you get less. I get less, whatever. Right? So you change the will because the kids can only learn how many they get after you die. So we call the manipulation, the transformation from something that can be readable to something that is unreadable, something that can't be understood. From plain text, using the encryption, the key, meaning the tools to use it, we change it to, it becomes, we call it cipher text. It's still text, but it has been ciphered and cipherman. It has been encrypted. using encryption algorithm. So the ciphertext, you know, the kids know that is the cipher, but the kid, when they open the ciphertext, they can't understand it. Unless, remember symmetric key, same key to close, same key to open. If they have the key, they can open and they can retransform. Yeah, go back to the original state. But they don't have it. So they know there's a wheel, but I don't have the key. Do you have the key? We want to see it. You can't. Okay? So, fintech. That ciphertext, yeah? Like I said, the kids know the wheel is there, but the wheel has been encrypted. So you can send, so you know that the will has been given to the lawyer. So this is the lawyer office. So you send it through post laju. You send it through panggil apa? Amazon. Kalau US, what do you send it? You know, any kind of JDT or whatever, right? It's an insecure channel, meaning people know there's a will there, but people cannot open it. Or okay, look, how about those money in the armor car? You know, when they want to send the money into your ATM or take out the money that from the ATM, you know in that car there's hundreds of thousands of ringgit. But can you take it out? No, because there's people with machine gun, you know, and then it's a vault that you can't really just go unless you blow it open, and then you blow it open, the ink also all goes into the money, you know. So you know the money is there, but you cannot do anything. That's why it is sent on plain sight everybody. So it's called insecure channel. And that the ciphertext goes into the insecure channel, through the insecure channel, and then arrive at Bob. So Bob, if Bob wants to read it, so Bob is the lawyer, so Bob needs to know what's inside the will, right? And Bob needs to have the key. So how do you get the key? So banyak so, okay. Even though the ciphertext is sent through insecure channel, however, the key cannot be sent through insecure channel. Why? Because if you just send the key like that, the key is going to take the key, open the will, rewrote the will. You don't want to do that. So the key must be sent through secure channel. Only the lawyer can get the key, so the lawyer can authenticate, can open it and read it and make sure it's from you and everything makes sense. Okay, so that is the general idea of symmetric key cipher. You have a plain text, you encrypt it with a key, it becomes ciphertext. Send the ciphertext through insecure channel, arrive at the destination will decrypt using the same key to become the plain text to be read. However, the key must be sent through secure channel because you don't want malicious people get the hang of the key and read the document and change the document. Okay? All right. So, this is important. You will see this over and over again in this class. So C is ciphertext. C. Nampak C. So C is ciphertext. E is encryption. So you encrypt using the subset, the small k, that is key. So what do you encrypt using the key? You encrypt the plain text. So you have a plain text, you have the key, so you encrypt the plain text using the key, and now it becomes the ciphertext. You have the plain text, you encrypt it, E, you have the P, you E it with the K, small k, it becomes C. Okay? At the decryption part, for Bob has the ciphertext, right? Because this ciphertext is sent to Bob, so now Bob has the ciphertext. So Bob has to decrypt it with the same key, decrypt the ciphertext to get back the plain text. Yeah? So this is very important. You need to understand. This is the formula for the encryption. This is the formula for the decryption of the ciphertext. All right? So if you replace the formula, basic, you will see that Yeah. Excuse me. You will see that. Yeah. Okay. Here. Yeah. From the original text, yeah, P equals to DKC. You will see you replace the C here with EKP or EKX lah. In this case, P we change to X. Yeah. All right. Which is, okay, the same as if you replace this P, you can replace it with DKX. In the end, you will see that what you get is either you decrypt first, then you encrypt, or you encrypt first, then you decrypt. You will get the text. Yeah, you will get X. Okay. So in ciphertext, very important, you understand that it is symmetric key. The keyword is symmetric. So what is, it's so easy to remember. Symmetric means symmetry. Same key to lock encryption, same key to unlock decryption. You must use the same key. It doesn't work if it is different key. So it's the next thing, very important thing to remember when we're doing symmetric key cryptography is how can we transport the key securely without malicious people getting hold of it. That's what we're going to learn in chapter 15, key management. So there's what we call Kirchhoff principle. Yeah. When we do encryption and decryption, we must always assume there are people who's trying to attack us, either by snooping, or traffic analysis, or modification, or replay, or repudiation, right? Those attacks on confidentiality. Oh, we're talking about confidentiality, so it's only snooping and traffic analysis. Okay, so one should always assume that the adversary, remember Alice and Bob, so the bad people, the adversary is the bad person. We call it Eve. Yeah, Eve knows the encryption decryption. We must always assume that bad people knows the algorithm. Not only the bad people, you also know. Why? Because I will teach you. So everybody in the world can learn the encryption decryption. So wait, if everybody knows the algorithm, where's the security? How can we get confidentiality? Where can we get the confidentiality? Through the key. Because even if you know the encryption, you got A+ in cryptography, right? And then later you become the lecturer, you will teach other people. You know decryption algorithm. You have your ciphertext. But if you don't have the key, no point. So that's why in symmetric cryptography, very important for you to keep the key secret. Key management is very important. Yeah. So Eve knows because it has to be taught, right? So if one of you might be Eve, so one of you will be Alice, another will be Bob. Among us, there will be Eve also. All right. Okay. So in cryptography, if cryptography is the science and art of creating secret codes, we have cryptanalysis. We analyze. It's the science and art of breaking the code. So there are 4 different attacks. Yeah, when you create the code, we can also try to decrypt or try to break the code, try to do analysis. So 4 different analysis. We can do analysis and try to break the code using ciphertext only. So we have the ciphertext. Remember, I told you you can only because of the key, but of course, yeah, without the key, you can do it, right? There are techniques to do it, but it's not covered under our class there. But you need to know that you can actually try to break the code just using ciphertext only. It's difficult, but it can be done. That's how people, when we choose, there are so many techniques out there. AES, DAS, RSA, LGAMA, ECC, and so on. So every time you want to choose one, there will be competition and people will try to do this analysis. So if your code, if your algorithm technique is immune to ciphertext attack, immune to all these 4 cryptanalysis attack, that means it's good. Yeah. So the analysis can be done using only ciphertext, or it can be done using plain text, known plain text, or chosen plain text, meaning you will choose one from the many that you have, or chosen ciphertext. Yeah, I will not cover this in detail, but just a brief introduction. In ciphertext only attack, yeah, the art of cryptanalysis. So Alice sent it to Bob. Bob. So what Eve does is, if intercept or snoop or sniff, we are using traffic analysis tools like Wireshark, get the ciphertext, copy the ciphertext, open it and try to analyze and try to do some technique analysis and get the plain text. Yeah. So the methods if used is like brute force. Try every number. Is Z A? Is Z B? Is Z C? If I change Z to D, does it make sense? Use brute force attack. Use the analysis here, analyze using statistical attack or pattern attack. Look at the pattern. If there are so many M in there, maybe E, because in English letter, we use a lot of E, isn't it? Or so many three-letter words, M-O-N, M-O-N, M-O-N. Maybe that is the, T-H-E. Then you know, M is T. Macam ni. Yeah? You see a lot of M-O-N, M-O-N. Nanti kat bawah tu ada lagi M-O-N. So if you're using pattern attack, you might think, maybe that is T-H-E, because in English words, they use a lot of the, T-H-E. Then you know M-O-N, M is T, O is H, N is E. Then you can replace other there in here if it is X, M, T, O, for example. Oh, it doesn't make sense. But you know that M is T. O is E. Then you have to, okay, at least you know what is M and O. Then you need to find out what is Y. What is Y? What is T? Then it makes sense. So that's how you do pattern attack or statistical attack. You try to look, okay, which are the most number of because you know, if you play Wheel of Fortune, what alphabet is the most used in English? R, S, T, L, N, E, kan? So maybe the most number in English, the most alphabet in English is N. So if you do the statistical analysis on the ciphertext, see, oh, the most alphabet in this ciphertext is X. Then you know X is R. Macam itulah, yeah. Okay, that is if you only have ciphertext. So we call it ciphertext only attack. Senang je crypto ni, it makes sense. Like we don't use different like weird new keyword. No. Same key. Okay, we call it symmetric key cryptography. Oh, you only have ciphertext. Oh, we call it ciphertext only attack. Kan? Senang sangat. Next is known plain text. Okay, what happened is, yeah, so Alice sent to Bob, all right? And in known plain text, Alice actually have, for some reason, yeah, Eve already attacked before and already have a pair of ciphertext, plain text from a different conversation between Alice and Bob. So known plain text means, yeah, Eve got the ciphertext, but she has a second reference. She has a known plain text from previous pair that she has snooped. So it makes her job easier lah, a bit. Yeah. So Eve actually has access to some plain text ciphertext pairs collected earlier. So this is the second one. So she has another document. So she has two documents to compare. Yeah. So that is known plain text attack. The third one, this is the third one, isn't it? Chosen plain text. So in chosen plain text, in this case, Eve not only, okay, first she only has ciphertext only text, kan? Then she has chosen plain text. She has a second document. Now, not only she has the document, she also actually has access to Alice's computer. Eve here can actually has access to Alice, so she actually can create from Alice's plain text, yeah, created a ciphertext. So she has extra document again, yeah, chosen plain text. So she can analyze the ciphertext that she panggil apa tu? Snoop and compare. So the third one. Last one, the fourth one is chosen ciphertext. So instead of in the chosen plain text, if has authority on Alice PC, but in chosen ciphertext, Alice has access to Bob's PC. And she does the same thing. She does the same thing and then she analyzes. Yeah, so that is chosen ciphertext. But if you want to look at this later, maybe in detail, that would be maybe in what course is that? 5013. Introduction, no, cipher, no. Crypto engineering, cryptography engineering. Okay. All right. I think I need to make sure that, okay, 21 minutes. I'll break this into half an hour. Yeah? Okay, 21 minutes still. Okay. Okay, let us continue. So let's look at first, yeah, traditional symmetric cipher. Before going into modern, we're going to look at how in the old days we do encipherment. How do we do encryption in the old days? I've already told you the story about shaving the hair, writing down notes on the hair and then regrow the hair, kan? Okay, let's look at all these. So, here, yeah, cryptography has been used or has been adopted, used by Egyptians, Romans, all days, yeah, because it involved basic mathematics, basic. So, further categories from my owner. So in traditional, you actually have two more subsection: substitution or transposition. Okay, so we're gonna look at it. So let's first look at substitution. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So traditional. Here we have modern. Yeah. We have modern. So modern is actually from symmetric. Yeah. The asim. This is, when I learn, this is how I learn. I need to see how are they connected, the bigger picture. So then I can see, oh, it's part of symmetric. Then we have traditional cipher, modern cipher. Under traditional cipher, we have substitution and so on. Yeah, so I hope this will also help you understand better cryptography. So traditional cipher, there are two different categories. First is substitution. Second is transposition. So let's look at substitution cipher first. Further category. Under substitution, we have monoalphabetic, alphabet, mono. One alphabet per encryption. So when okay, first understand, what is substitution? Ubah, tukar. We substitute, we change A to Z, B to Y, B becomes Y, C becomes X. So we substitute. And we substitute it one alphabet per time. That's what we call it. That's why we call it monoalphabetic substitution, traditional symmetric cipher. There you go. Go up, okay? So monoalphabetic substitution. That's how I explain it. A becomes Z, or A becomes N becomes B, like that. One letter exchange to become another letter. And under monoalphabetic, there are three different techniques. So that's the technique. We can call it, one is Caesar cipher, not Caesar salad, bulan puasa ni. Caesar cipher or additive cipher, or another name is shift cipher. They are all the same. Or there's another one called multiplicative cipher and another one called affine cipher. So let us look at this 3. Just not in depth, okay, because you should be learning all these details, because in computer security also, you will learn cryptography, because cryptography is tools to achieve security goals. So I know for a fact that in your computer security class, your lecturer, Dr. Mahizah, this semester, will teach you in detail the modern cryptography. Yeah? Sorry, the traditional cryptography. So I'm just gonna go over it so you can combine what I teach you, the simple, the basic one, the short form one, and then you can compare with what Dr. Mahizah will explain in detail. Because I need to explain more about the modern and the asymmetric more. Yeah? Okay. So, substitution cipher replaces one symbol with another. Okay? So, actually, substitution cipher can also either be monoalphabetic or polyalphabetic. Yeah. So you can replace one letter to another one letter, or you will replace more than one, 2 letter to 2 letter, 3 letter to 3 letter. That one we call it polyalphabetic. But let's look at monoalphabetic first. So the most famous one, I dah menanggung macam ni dah. The most famous one is Caesar cipher or shift cipher. It is so easy. First thing before you do traditional cipher is that, yeah, you always first you need to give values to our plain text. So, yeah, A is 00. We have 26 letters in the alphabet, kan? A to Z. Betul? 26. All right. So, you number it from 0. Okay. In computer science, because we're doing binary, kan? So, everything starts from 0. Every calculation, every counting will start from 0. So, if you have 26 letters, we will number it from 0 to 25. Remember that, it's not 1 to 26. It is 0 to 25. So A is 0. B is 1. Z, the last one is 25. That one, that's the first thing you need to know. Boleh? Okay. All right. So what you do is that you need to shift. That's why another name for Caesar cipher is shift cipher. Okay, first you have to agree. Okay, when you communicate in cryptography or in network, yeah, you have to agree. Just like why do I choose English? Because there are international students. So if I speak or I lecture in Malay, some of the students cannot understand me. So you have to agree on the communication, on the tools. So we agree on English. Same thing in cryptography. So you have to agree on technique. First you agree, okay, let's use Caesar cipher. Because if you don't tell the Bob that you're using Caesar cipher, how does Bob knows how to decrypt? Should I use Playfair? Should I use Virginia? Mampus dia nak cari kan? Okay. So, you have to agree. First, agree on the technique. Okay, let's use Caesar cipher. Okay, right. But in Caesar cipher, you need to know how many numbers you're going to shift. So, look at this example. We have monoalphabetic substitution. Yeah, that's why another name for Caesar cipher is shift cipher or additive cipher. We add. In this case, we are going, the additive, yeah, the key. When we say the key is 15, meaning we move every number 15 spot. All right? Okay. All right. So in this example, all right, I'm going advanced because you're supposed to learn this in computer security. Okay. Let's do, let me change this a bit for you to get you, okay, hold on. Let me keep Okay, let me pause. I want to change the example here. So let me pause sharing and also pause the video first. Hold on. Oop. Okay, hello, welcome back. Let me resume the example. Yeah. All right. So how do we do Caesar cipher with macam mana I nak stop ni? Kenapa? Why is this showing? Okay, there you go. How do we apply additive cipher or Caesar cipher or shift cipher? Okay. So let's have, this is what I call a plain text. So hello is a plain text. Yeah, hello is a plain text. So you know from here what is H? H is 07. Yeah. E is 04. So nampak. H is 07. E is 04. L is 11. 11. O is 14. So this is hello. Kan? Next is, we are going to add 15 spot. That's why we say additive cipher with key 15. So tambah 15 semua ni. We add 15 to them. We add 15. Yeah, we add 15. Okay. So if we add 15, let me do this in here. Okay, let's add 15. So what is 7 plus 15? 22. Okay, what is 4 plus 15? 19. What is 11 plus 15? 26. What is 11 plus 15? 26. What is 14 plus 16? 30. Okay, so let's copy this so that it's easy for us to do, to get the answer. I'm going to paste it here, down here. Okay, so what is 22? Shari, let's look at where is 22? Here. Oh, 22 is big W. Okay, big W. Look, cipher text. This is H is plain text. W is the cipher text. So 22 W. Okay, what is 19? So 19, mana? 19, here, T. Oh, okay, T. Alright, what is 26? Alamak, where is 26? We only have 25. What do we do? Dramatic. What do we do? So another thing in cryptography, in computer science, we use mode a lot, modulus. You use modulus. Oh, where's my calculator? In the office. Okay. I'm doing this at home. At night. So what we do is we do 26 mod 26. All right. What does it mean? Why? First, why do we modulus? Because we only have 26 alphabet from 0 to 25. That means whatever number after 25, we need to go around back become 0. This is like when you do time kan? Okay, what is 16? 1-6. Isn't it 4 o'clock? Why is it 16 is 4 o'clock? Because 16 is after 12, we recycle. After 12, it becomes 1 p.m. again. That's why 13 is 1 o'clock. 14 is 2 o'clock. Correct? 15 is 3 o'clock. So the same thing. Because we start from 0, so 0 to 25. After 25 is 26. 26, it doesn't exist, so we need to go back. So now 26 become 0. Or the easy way, I'm going to explain this in here, in the lecture, is just minus 26. Just like how do we get 16 becomes 4 o'clock? 16 minus 12. 16 minus 12, mod 12. 16 minus 12, that's why 4 o'clock. What is 17? 17 minus 12, 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Same thing. What is number 26? 26 doesn't exist. So 26 mod 26, 26 minus 0, 26 minus 26, yeah? Actually, it is divided by 26. There's no balance. But to help you understand, because you are non-computer science, just for now, just remember minus 26. Just like how you do your mathematics, your apa nama tu? Alahai, time kan, you minus kan, minus 12. So here you minus 26. So 0 is A. So here the same thing lah. Yeah, 26 mod 26. If you don't understand, ask me in the discussion. 0 is A. Okay, what's the last one? So 30, same thing. 30, anything above 25, we have to mod it with 26. So 30 minus 26, you get 4. And 4 is E. So what is your, what happened? So 4 is E. So what is your ciphertext? So the ciphertext is actually, can I write this? So, so the ciphertext is plain text. Sekejap. Plain text is hello. Ciphertext is WTAAE. Macam tu. That is additive or shift or scissors cipher. Okay. Before we take a break, how do we do decryption in additive cipher? So if encryption is plus 15, just now I plus kan? Just now, mana just now? Just now where? Where is just now? If just now I plus, that is encryption. So if we do decryption, we do minus. So nampak? So this is my ciphertext. So if we want to get plain text from the ciphertext, we do decryption instead of encryption. So if whatever in cryptography is so easy. If encryption is plus, decryption is minus. If encryption is times, multiplication, decryption is division. It's just the opposite. If you change from left to right, encryption, decryption is right, left. Sorry. If you encrypt right to left, you decrypt left to right. It's just mirror effect in encryption and decryption. Symmetric cipher. Okay? So you minus je lah. So 22 minus 15, you will get 07. And 07 is actually mana dia? 07, plain text is H. You will get hello. Hello. Wait, is your hello Lionel Richie or your hello Adele? If you're my age, your hello is Lionel Richie. Hello, is it me you're looking for? But if you're young, then your hello is Adele. Hello from the other side. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where's your hello? There you go. That's your hello. Okay. All right. So I'm going to, So from this thing, I'm just going to explain one example of monoalphabetic substitution traditional symmetric cipher, which is I'm just explaining additive. Yeah. Multiplicative is the same. The difference that instead of addition, additive, you multiply. Yeah, and then I find. Don't worry, Dr. Mahizah is going to explain this more in detail in computer science. Computer science. Computer security, your other ODL prereq course. Okay, so let's take a break now. I'm gonna split chapter 3 into 2 parts. So let's stop now.